Hi, I'm Amajot, and I want to share a little bit about my work in helping women feel empowered to shine. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because if you're anything like me, then when I needed it most, I really could have done with someone helping me, guiding me, supporting me, and just being there to remind me that it was possible, that it was possible to not feel the way that I was feeling. That if you've experienced the lack of confidence or the lack of self esteem or the feeling of not being good enough, closing off to everything around you, to feeling so stressed because everything feels hard, and that the only way to get out of that is to control what happens next. And whether that was on purpose or not, but needing to control the outcome and like catching yourself like shit, like why does everything have to be perfect, and giving yourself a hard time about it. And so constantly sort of getting in this place of needing to be different or feel different to be able to feel happier or feel fulfilled. And that's why I want to share it with you, because although I went through that, what I realized is that other people go through that too. And especially women, when we share this stuff and we talk about this stuff, we're not alone. And the great thing that's come out of this work for me is that, you know, Shine was born. And Shine and the Shine Your Light programs are, for me, a way of helping to empower women to shine for themselves, because it is possible. It is possible to be who you are, to feel confident on the inside and on the outside with how you look, how you feel, what you want for yourself, you know, following through on those dreams that you've always had, whether it was from when you were a child, whether it's to grow your work, to grow your family, to grow your relationships, and that's a relationship with you or with those around you. It is possible, and it doesn't have to be hard, and it can happen in the real world. It doesn't have to stay written somewhere or stay up here or stay up here. You know, it's possible. And that's important to me, because I want to inspire change. I want to inspire you to feel that you can then go on to inspire change with what you want to do in your life. And so this work has to be done. It's almost that this is not my work. This is something for you to enjoy, to remind yourself that you can, there are ways to experience you as you already are. And that might not make sense yet, but you know, to come along on one of the Shine experiences, whether it's the 1 day experience or the online group program, or you know, deciding to go deeper with one-to-one work with me, allows you to do so many things that can access that part of you that's probably been hidden, or that you're not willing or wanting to see. And it's like, now's the time, girl. Like, now's the time to let that out of yourself, to let her out. And by that I mean, I bet you there are people who have told you that you're good at this, that you're intelligent, that man, there's some things that why does, you know, managing that you know, that work project so easy for you? Why do you seem to multitask your household so easily? Why does, you know, why is it so quick for you to, how do you do things so quickly? You know, things seem to go seamlessly when you're around. You know, people will have noticed that about you, and they will have told you that, and I bet you they have. And whatever that, you know, that's you know, how funny you are, how cute you are, how good you are at doing stuff. But have you listened, and are you wanting to listen, or do you just fight it off and just say, yeah, whatever, that was nothing? And do you, you know, also hear people saying that sometimes you get closed off when this happens, and You know, you're managing a lot. How are you actually managing it? When are you taking time for yourself? And you don't necessarily want to hear that either. And what the shine work allows you to do is it gives you a chance to just have a go at doing something so creative for yourself through the world of color. There is no other way to explain it other than to experience it for yourself, because by far everybody always says that's the most interesting part of the work, of the part of the shine work, because you get to experience the parts of you, your skill sets, your traits, those bits of you that you weren't allowing yourself to see or accept about yourself, in a way that inspires you, allows you to be creative and be the woman that you already are. And so we do that work together, and we bloody have fun doing it, and reminding ourselves of how we can balance ourselves on the inside, on the outside, physically, mentally, and emotionally. And then it's like we, you know, the inspiration comes, the ideas come, but then sometimes we can fall back into that, oh, but I can't do that, I've got too much on, or it just, you know, the mind starts worrying and it just feels like it's too much. Because what happens is that we can sometimes feel quite cluttered, you know, mentally or emotionally feel cluttered, or even physically, you know, feeling it in our body, feeling heavy. And then that's just not helpful, because then we start to put aside what we really want to do. So what we then do is we work on creating space and decluttering, basically mentally and emotionally decluttering, to allow you to create the space to say, I do have space for this, whether it's to have more space, whether it's to read more, or whether it's to have more time with your children, or whether it's to have more time for yourself so that you do the fun stuff that you love at work, and then you do the fun stuff that you love at home too. And whether it's to build up the courage to ask somebody out on a date, or to really go out there and put yourself out there to find that long-term relationship. You know, we create this environment that where anything is possible, and then we'll work on that vision, that purpose, like how do I make this happen, how do I make it tangible? And so you can leave having experienced some of that already, and having put in those things in place, and knowing what's going to be different for you when you leave the shine work. And depending on which one you choose, if you're going to choose group work, then, you know, what I'm always so impressed by is our ability as women to really hold space for each other and hold compassion for each other, to remind ourselves we're not alone, when we're not alone in this. So we can do this together, and that we can share this stuff, and that's okay. And that really, that energy is really empowering just in itself. So if you've experienced that before, or you haven't, and you're intrigued about what that's like, then you're gonna have to come and speak to me. You're gonna have to come and book, because this is the thing, guys, like, no one can do this for you. You have to take this chance to start to get curious about yourself, start to really create the space for yourself to do this, and to start to love yourself, because no one else can do this for you. You can't expect this. You can't expect other people to do this for you if you can't do it for yourself. And trust me, I have experienced that for myself. It's true. And so come and do it. Come and find out. And, you know, you can, like I said, there's different ways you can do this. You can join the one-day experience, the Shine One Day Experience. The next one is on the 15th of July, Saturday the 15th of July in London. And you can also choose to come on the online group program. So it's a small intimate group. We get to do this over a period of time, so you get to experience changes. You get to start to build your confidence, your self-esteem, to start to see yourself like you hadn't done before, to start to let those dreams and those ambitions to come out. You know, the people I've worked with have started to, you know, just the tangible things, like start to sleep better, but start to appreciate themselves, to start to kind of really move from their current roles to starting new businesses, to You know, women who've always wanted to be in a relationship but felt stuck have started to move on and started to put themselves out there and gotten over, you know, long-term relationships that were holding them back, to women who have just left their jobs because they're so stressed and they know that they want something different for their life and they've made that happen. And, you know, it works. And the experience that we'll have together is really special. And I want that for you. And because everyone deserves this. Everyone deserves to feel good about themselves, whether it's on the inside or the outside, to know that they are enough just as they are, and to just expand this energy that you have within you that you may not be utilizing like you can be. Like, let's do it. And so the online group program starts on after the Shine One Day experience. So you could come on the Shine One Day experience just to get a taster of what it's like to work with me, to get a taster of being with other women, to get a taster of some of what this work is, and then we dive deeper. We can go on the group program that starts on the 18th of July, and then we can even go deeper and do one-to-one work, because sometimes it's just about needing for it to be about you. It's time to start expressing who you are, and to start hearing that voice or this voice that is telling you that there is something that you need to do for yourself. I want you to listen to her, and I want you to join and see what it does for you. So if this is connecting with you in any way, if this is calling you in any way, then please get in touch. You can contact me on Facebook, on my business page, Amarouh, Amarrouh, it's one word, which means eternal spirit. You can get me on my personal page, which is Amajot Bogle. You can email me, Amajot, forgot my name, Amarjot at amarouh.com. I'm also on LinkedIn, and you can look up Shine by Amarouh on YouTube as well for a few bits and pieces. So there's no excuses. Get in touch and let's do this work together. I hope this has helped. Bye.